This is Morning Live. Thank you so much for watching. All right, did you know that only 1% of the Earth's water is fresh water? It is our most important shared natural resource, and in celebration of Water Week and World Water Day tomorrow, we focus on this year's WWF South Africa's Journey of Water, which took place in the heart of the Boland water source area, which forms part of the Cape Floral Kingdom.
The Hottentots Holland Nature Reserve is a place of abundant natural beauty. It boasts unique plants, insects and birds that are found nowhere else in the world. It's also virtually pristine and an important catchment area where nature plays its role in supplying our rivers with clear, unpolluted water.
It's important to have large areas that are intact and still functioning like they would have been. And then from a function point of view as well, these plants are not just here for decorative purposes, but they are having studies about how these restios, for example, are adapted to catch mist droplets. So it's not just rain, they're also enhancing the potential infiltration of water into these systems.
Only 16% of our water source areas are formally protected. Unlike plants and animals protected in our national parks and nature reserves, water is not prioritised with the urgency it deserves.
We depend on the water that comes out of these catchments, and therefore we simply have to work together. One party is not going to be able to do it on its own. So, when you talk about alien clearing, when an infestation looks at its very worst, we see a landscape cleared of those aliens that are producing crystal clear water. And that's a vision that we hang on to. And organizations like WWF try to mobilize resources, try to convene and bring people together so that they solve their own water problems. When we end up in water crisis, as Cape Town did last year and Johannesburg will in the next decade, we really sit up and think, because it's not as if we can put a generator on or make a decision to invest in solar panels to go off-grid. With water is a very, very different story, and water's the blood of life. And I think WWF is not going to take its gaze off this very, very important product that nature gives us for free.
There is no better way to access and view these spectacular mountains in the Cape Floral Kingdom than from a zipline, high up in the air. The team of walkers on the Journey of Water experienced firsthand the exhilarating feeling of gliding across the ravines above the waterfalls. 11 ziplines, some more than 300 meters in distance, crisscrosses the steep valleys against the mountain faces, highlighting once again the long and complex journey water makes to reach us, reminding us that water does not come from a tap, it comes from nature. Linke Bierman, SABC News, Hottentots Holland Mountains.